Hello and welcome. Let's get right into the energy map for your home for January 2026. This isn't just any old month. It's a really critical transition period, and we've got the complete guide to help you make the most of it. So let's just dive right in. So the big question on everyone's mind is, how do you actually get your space aligned for success and peace as we start to wrap up the lunar year? Well, it all starts with understanding the very unique energy of this specific month. Okay, so from January 5th through February 4th, we're in what's known as the Chou month. Now, what's really interesting here is that this is the absolute last month of the sneak year. This makes it the perfect time to resolve any of those lingering problems and just clear out that old stagnant energy before the new fire horse year comes galloping in. Seriously, think of it like a deep, energetic clean for your home. But wait, before we do anything else, there is a super important warning. These three directions you see here, east, southeast, and northwest, they are completely off limits for any major disturbances. And by that, I mean no renovations, no digging, no loud construction. These areas are hosting some, let's just say, volatile energies this year, so we want to keep them calm and quiet all month long to avoid stirring up any trouble. Our strategy is pretty simple, and it's always the same. Defense first. Before we can even think about activating good luck, we have to deal with the negative energies. You've got to secure your foundation before you can build anything on it, right? So let's start with the highest alert zones. The north is definitely our top concern this month. We've got the misfortune and the robbery stars combining, which is a recipe for amplifying financial loss and just general disaster risk. But the fix is so easy. Use large items in watercolors. We're talking black, blue, or gray, so think about a big rug or some new curtains. Then, over in the northeast, the conflict star is basically poking and provoking the misfortune star. This means tiny little disagreements can just explode into huge problems. To cool things down, we're going to use the metal element. So white, gold, or silver items will help drain that negative energy away. Next up, we have two zones that are less severe but still really important to handle. Over in the east, the robbery star is active, but thankfully its power is a bit weakened this month. So we can easily counter it just by adding some fire colors, red, purple, or pink. And in the west, the illness star is hanging around, but it's also weakened by the annual energies. So a simple boost with some wood colors like green and teal is all you need to do to support good health. All right, with all of our defenses firmly in place, now we get to the fun part. Let's shift gears and move to the positive zones and see how we can activate all that amazing potential for wealth, for career growth, and for great relationships this month. And the number one, absolute best, hands-down winner for January 2026 is the Southwest. This sector is just overflowing with auspicious energy, and you are definitely going to want to take full advantage of it. So what makes the Southwest so amazing right now? It's hosting what we call a double wealth combination. This means you've got energies for both your regular earned income and for that unexpected windfall luck, and they're amplifying each other. So if your main door or your bedroom happens to be here, wow, you are in a very, very fortunate position this month. Activating this is actually really easy. The key is to enhance the earth element. You can do this by bringing in large items like rugs or blankets in shades of yellow, brown, or beige. Oh, and adding some beautiful, heavy ceramic pieces will also help to stabilize and boost this incredible wealth luck even more. Now, the southeast, this is where things get really fascinating because you get a choice. The wealth energy is definitely here, but, and this is a big but, activating it directly can weaken your nobleman luck, your relationship luck. So you can either use metal items to create a nice balance, preserving your relationships while still getting good wealth, or you can go all in on wealth by using watercolors, just knowing it might reduce your people luck a little bit. There's no right answer. The choice depends completely on what your personal goals are for the month. We see a really similar situation happening in the South. The energy for academics and romance is there, but it's kind of being suppressed. So you can use what's called the bridge method, using watercolors, which creates this powerful flow of energy that really, really enhances this luck. Or you can just add wood colors for a more direct but, slightly less powerful boost. Again, you get to decide which approach fits you best. And finally, we've got two zones that are a mix of both positive and negative energies. These require a bit more of a nuanced approach and, well, an understanding of the trade-offs that are involved. So the center of your home has the celebration star, which is awesome. It brings happy events. The catch? This energy also strengthens the illness star that's already there. So the good news could come with a little health side effect. But the fix is wonderfully simple. Just add metal items to drain that illness energy away. That lets you enjoy all the celebrations without any of the downside. The Northwest is another one of those delicate areas. The energy here can attract helpful people, our noblemen, but that very same energy also fuels the conflict star. This is such a brilliant example of how the same chi can manifest in different ways. Your helpful allies could suddenly become argumentative troublemakers. So this really brings us to a very personal decision for you. Do you enhance this area to attract those connections, knowing that it might bring a little more conflict into your life? I mean, if your top priority is peace and quiet, you might just want to leave this area alone for the month. But if you desperately need those connections for your career or a project, you can go ahead, but just be really mindful of potential friction. Okay, I know that was a lot of information, so let's pull it all together into a quick, easy-to-read action plan. Here is your summary for the entire month. First up, your defensive moves. Remember, North and Northeast are your absolute top priorities. North needs those watercolors, Northeast needs metal. For the East, you're going to use fire colors, and for the West, wood colors. Simple as that. And for all your opportunities, go big in the Southwest with earth colors to really activate that amazing double wealth luck. In the Southeast and South, you get to choose your enhancement based on your personal goals. And for the Center and Northwest, just use metal for balance. And remember that the Northwest enhancement is totally optional. As you start to make these changes, please remember this key piece of advice. This isn't a race, okay? Take it step by step, be methodical, and don't feel rushed. A calm and intentional approach. That's what always gets the best results. And I just want to leave you with this final, powerful question. Look, Feng Shui is a fantastic tool for aligning your environment, but it's most powerful when you pair it with personal action. So as you adjust your home, also think about this. What kind deeds can you do this month? How will you accumulate good karma to close out the year? Because that is what truly paves the way for lasting good fortune.